Okay, so today we are going to learn Android app development. So before proceeding to further, we just make sure that what are the fundamentals that it's run as an applications. Okay, so here in this class, this is the first demo class where we will going to learn how to develop an application. Okay, using Android Studio. Okay, so this is what the screen is visible to you. It's a official documentation websites from Google based on Androids. Okay, so here are the fundamentals that we'll cover up, and later on, then we will just build our first application today. Okay. If any kind of things like you are having any doubts, then you can ask me. It's a live class. You don't have to worry about it. Any kind of thing you may ask, whatever I'm teaching here. So I'm begging that like every doubt must be cleared here. Okay. So basically, this is Android. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so this is Android based with Linux operating system. Okay, multi-user Linux system. So basically, core of the things are developed in Linux, or this is a you can just say like a small Linux. Okay, so basically the core of the things are just developed on Linux, which is based on multi-user system, and where like the core mechanism that's use a virtual machine. Okay, like they are just isolating every of their works within virtual machine. Okay, so thereafter, like here we come, like what are the contents that's it's serving, like what are the things that they are holding and providing. So that's called app component. And here's like 4 types of app component. Here you can look out. Let me mark that all. I have to use a pencil. Okay. Okay, so this one is the first one, activity. Second one, service. Okay, third one, broadcast receiver, and the fourth one, content providers. Okay, you see it? Just ping me yes or no.
Yeah, I'm saying already this document available in Google, right?
Yeah, this is available, but just for the sure that just for sure, I'll just ping you for the revision part, and if you are like having any doubts in it, so that's why this is the
No,
beginning demo class, no?
I don't want this type of. I want practical examples.
Like we after finishing this one, we will start with practical one. Not to worry about it. I just told you earlier that this is the basic one, na? So many of the peoples have come up here,
Yeah, I
and
know that.
so they must know this all stuff. And after that, we will we will build our first application today. So not to worry about it. This is the demo class, and you just have to be cooperate with me. And like if you know, that would be fine. That will be your revision. But if you don't know, then that could be a recoil for you, and you know. Okay. So just keep up with me, and like we will build a first application today. So not to worry about it. So this is what activities, services, broadcast receivers, and content providers. Okay. So let me scroll. Okay. Okay. So this one activity, the first one activity. So here it's been used like whatever the functions that's used to make our like UI workable is written in activity. Okay. So like whatever the like if you are having any kinds of buttons, like if you are having any kind of text, or like any kind of UIs related, like a circle, like a ball, like a bar graph and all. So all those are working together with this activity. We must have to write a code to synchronize our like UI flow. So whatever the results that we want to achieve, we have to write a code here in activity. Okay, so this is what its activity. Keep it as a simple. Just you have performed the codes to run your UI. So this is the what, and it's must consider to be as an entry point. Okay, so it's consist of two part, like a layout file, and the second one activity file, which will initiate their UI. Like we are just binding here our UI to work fluently in our application. Okay, so this is what activity is. It's all about. Thereafter services, like this is what, like if you are having if you are using WhatsApps, Telegrams, Snapchats and all, Instagram. So whenever the new posts are coming, whenever your user is messaging to you, so that's all are like working as a services. So this is what we will use, we will terms this class as in services. Okay, so this is what we will use here as in services. And whatever the stuff that goes on background, like you are not opening WhatsApp, but you are receiving the messages. So that's all are happening in background, and that's binding all their works with services. Okay, so this is what services is. And when we explore services, we will later on understand more of the things that would be clear. But on this demo class, I think nobody will going to understand. Please, please hold on for a moment.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it's a service where, like in sorts, we will just every process that's been background that uses services that considered to be as services, and in our advanced projects we will use it also. Okay, so this is what broadcast receiver. So this is, it's all about that whatever the things that out there, like any kind of messages out there, like any kind of data flow, like if you have already used stock market applications where many of the things are changing mutably, like just for like 1 minute it's 5, and later on it will be 6, later on 7, 9, 10, as it like that. And like you are just getting messages like WhatsApp, I'm messaging to you a message on WhatsApp or on Telegram. So whatever the messages are going, that's considered to be somebody who will catch that things, catch that messages for us. So that's perform a work here as a broadcast receiver. So whatever the network operations are happening, okay, so that's received by broadcast receiver. So this is what broadcast receiver is. Okay. Just for the examples, like we are watching status bar notification and all. So that's all about. That's work as a broadcast receiver. Okay. Okay. So this is what content provider is. Okay. So whatever like data, like you are having your music files, you are having your images, you are having your video files, you are having your document files in PDF formats and all. You are having some of the CSV files, you are having any kind of files and data that can be accessed with this class content provider. So this is what will help us to get all those data and files according to our need. Okay, so this is, it's all about that like we are using. So this is what's content provider. When we start developing our application, we will just get to use this all stuff out there. Okay. Okay, so now like this is the activity part. Like there is having a name called intent, which is used to like you want to transport your some of your data, like your name, like your age, like your family name, like your class, like your Aadhaar number. So we will use to transport that part, that data to one place to another place. That's make a use with this intent. Like if you want to send some of the data to somewhere else, then we will use it as an intent. Basically, this is called the transporter, which will transport our data one place to another place. Okay. So it consists of two part. Okay. The first one implicit and the second one explicit intent. Okay, so explicit intents are those intent which come up under within our application. Like you just want to share your data within your one activity to another activity, then we will use explicit intent. Okay, and if you want to use that, like if you want to send our data just like UPI, you are just scanning that code and you will get back to Google Pay or Phone Pay. So that's come up under implicit intent. Like just like a YouTube, you are watching somebody is sharing you a URL and you are getting that URL, and when you click that URL, you just get to into YouTube player. So this is what called implicit intent. Okay, so we will use, not to worry about it, we will use in our class. Okay. Okay, so this is what we will use all those stuffs when live on our building application. Okay, and the main one, the last one, and the main one, this is what called manifest, Android manifest XML. Okay, so this is the file which keep track of all those stuffs.
Hello?
Okay, like whatever the activity, whatever your app component is out there, they will having a track care of that. Like you are having some of the activities, you are having some of your services, you are having some broadcast receivers, and you are having some of your content providers and out there. So they will hold all those stuffs. That's called Android manifest in theoretical parts. And now on just later on 1 or 2 minutes we will just see that's whole what it's look like and how it is actually. Okay, so this is like here is a small example that we can check out. So this is like formatted with XML form, and this is a manifest file, just a small example. Okay, just for now. And what I have just told you that it's content of activities, service, receivers, and providers. So this all about, it's took care of all of our app components and all. Okay, and thereafter okay, so now for now it's I think please give me a second.
What implicit intent?
Okay, so now we will just start our first applications to be like able to learn or start and develop. So for now, I'm being that you are already having Android Studio on your laptop. Hello.
Yeah, Nitish.
Do you have or not? Hello.
Yeah, I have a laptop. Yeah. Can you hear to my voice?
In case if you don't have, then this is the this is the official website where you can download Android Studio, and just click it here, and then they will just download on your laptop, and you can install it. Okay, so I'm just begging, just say yes or no, because I'll have to wait for you that if you don't have, then you have to download it. Hello.
Already had it in
Hey, I
app
can't
also.
hear your voice. Please just type in a chat.
Oh, no. Hello, can you hear to my voice now? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Continue. Nitish, now I'm continuing.
Okay. So here we will like creating an activity like first our creating our first project with Kotlin, and the first one here, this one we are just providing name here, like our app name, and the second one is like we are providing our package name, like whatever our organization is. In my case it's a Harihar, that's our company. Okay, so here we are providing Harihar. Okay, and like this is the choice of your location, whatever choice you may use here, no issue. And the languages that we will use here as is Kotlin because like Kotlin is somehow very much better than using Java. So, and it's the latest one, and it's has a widely support, and you just have to write few of the less codes rather than using Java. So that's why we just use Kotlin here. It's a simplified. We many of the things are upgraded here according to Java. Like if we compare with Java, then Kotlin is far better than Java. So we will use it here. And the minimum is DK levels that we will use here is 23. Like whatever we may choose, that no issue. But 23 API level is fine. Like more we all are having more than API level 23. So I don't think so anyone are using Marshmallow here, but they are showing that using companies using, but no issue about it. We will choose API level 23 and then we will just click finish, and we will just wait for a while. Let me share you the screen. It will just build our things to get our first application ready to work. Okay, and this is look like this, and you have to do it now. Please do it now on your computer.
Already it will give default, right?
Yeah, we will just use default out there.
Yeah.
Have you started your new project?
Yeah, I started.
Okay. If you're having any kind of doubts, you can ask. No issue. Okay. And we'll have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes, or it might sometime it might took 3 to 4 minutes also to complete their grade links and all. So my screen visible to you now?
Yeah, clearly it is visible.
Okay, fine. So so this is what like whatever I have teached you, just whatever I have teached you, like called activity. So this is what called activity. Here it is named as main activity. We can change it, no issue. And like this is a manifest file that we have, like just we have learned this what it is. So actually this is this is what it's called actually. So this is an Android manifest file which hold our everything, like just like a notes. So it's just like a notes which will took care of all of our work stops, our app components, like activity, like services, like providers, like receivers. Okay, so we will have to define here to make that all part in use. Okay, so here we are using first, like this one, like we are using activity here. Okay, so here it is showing, I think is my marker visible to you? Hello?
Yeah, it visible.
Okay, so this is the activity that we will use here for developing our application, and it's visible here, and we'll have to write it. when we not declare our activities or our services, that will not consider to be as part of our application. So we make sure that we'll have to add that activity file, service file providers to make use of them. Okay, so we must have to provide it. And thereafter, this is a start within application, and all of the parts are come under manifest. That's called manifest. So this is the file which processed by our Gradle. Like let me show you all that. So this is the Gradle script. It's a basically it's a bridge. Okay, it's just like bridge. You just want to like go to some of the end to other end, so you'll have to use that bridge. So just like this is a Gradle bridge, just name it called Gradle, and it's considered to be as a bridge to develop our application. Like our application will run on text file on based on Linux system. So this one will going to help us to doing all those stuffs. Like our application uses Java, so Java virtual machine. So they will going to cover up all of our building architecture to build that code into an application and APK. So this is what's it's called Gradle, and they will support you to use all those stuffs and make your application run on Android application like Android phones. So this is what it's called Gradle. Okay, so it's consist of like um, basically it's consist of we will use it like more of the times we will use within build.gradle. That's called app level. Like whatever the libraries that we will use here, that would be we will have to declare here first, so we can use that library. Okay, and the second one is called build.gradle. That's a project level. So what it's consist of core of the things, just like we are using Kotlin here, so we'll have to declare here Kotlin, and we are using Gradle here, so we'll have to declare here like just like this. Here is declaring Gradle files. Okay, so Gradle engine. So Gradle engines are defined in project level, and the languages that we are using here, it's defined in this project level, just called with Kotlin Gradle plugins and all. Okay, the third one is Gradle wrapper properties. So these all are predefined parts, and these all are predefined with Gradle systems, Android system, Android application, Android Studio. So we just don't have to do anything about it, and we just they will handle all those stuff for us. Okay. The third one, fourth one actually. The fourth one is with the ProGuard rules.pro. Okay, so when we just build our application, so sometimes like our application has a huge size like 23 MB, 25 MB, or even sometimes it goes to 100 MB. So on that case, okay, are you marking something? Or
Sorry. Unfortunately, my screen is.
okay,
Sorry.
are you sharing something, or like how did it come? Okay, let me continue. Okay. Because these all are important for us. Like we just like developing our application, and we don't know the what are their parts and how they are working and why they are out here. So this is very much important. ProGuard rules.pro. So what it will do, it will just keep that all. Okay, so what it will do, it will just keep that all part, like when we are compressing our application, like we have written a course of that's come up to 100 MB. Okay, so on that time we will use some of our functions. Okay, so on that function, like what are the things that must be cared of, or what are the things that must not to be cared of. So those classes are considered to be written here before building our application. So this is what called ProGuard rules.pro. Okay, and again, this is the Gradle properties. We don't have to do anything. They will handle all those stuff for us. Setting.gradle. sometime we will use, but it's also not in use for us. Okay. Local properties, it's also not in use for us. They will handle all those stuff for us. Okay. So we finished Gradle script. Thereafter, like this is the file. This is the location where we will add many of the files, many of the things for our use. Okay. So here in my case, it's an application name, Learn App, and this is the organization that we are providing Hariha, and this is the main activity where we will write a bunch of codes to meet our requirement, application requirement. Okay. So this is what it is. Okay. And then the another one, this is what's called resource file. Okay, this is the resource file, and it's consist of like whatever the photos we are using, whatever the string we are using, whatever colors we are using, whatever themes we are using, um, whatever like in Androids that's considered to be as a drawable file. So whatever the drawable files or called icons are using, and whatever the values like APIs, API names, API keys, and all. So all are considered to be here. Like they all are situated here, and we'll have to put all that here in resource file to make use of them. Just like examples, it's a color one. So we'll have to, like any kind of color we want to use, we'll have to define here. And like without defining, we may use, but that's not considered to be as a good practice. Okay. So whatever the colors that must be defined here to make use all where around in our application. Okay. And this is one string. So whatever string we may want to use, we will have to define here, consider to be as a string. And then please give me a second, पढ़ा रहे हैं अभी. हाँ. तो फिर ये जितने भी strings हैं, like जितने भी strings and data types हैं, so that will use of here. Okay. And the third one, themes. Okay. So this is the theme part. And like in Android, or you are using your application, so that's based on theme. So in application development also, we are having like some of predefined colors, architectures, and stylings. So that's considered to be here as a theme. Okay. Just for an example, we use sometimes we just get a title, and sometimes we don't receive any title. When our app launch, we don't receive any title. So that's all are coming up to here, and we will have to define that here, and we will make use of all those stuffs and all those colors and all. Okay. So this is what called themes here. This is the latest one that have added after, like dark mode are coming here, like we are using dark mode today. So this is for on that time when like application is in dark mode, then what are the colors would be visible for that, and that's a special theme and another theme we may apply to our application. So this is what it is. Okay. And then the values are go on meep map. Okay. So meep map consists of like whatever resource file we will use here as an images, like we want to show our app logo or our status bar logo. Okay. So we will add all those stuff here. Here is an example of Android, like their official logo having this one. Okay, so they are adding this application on their app launch, on their like their app as an icon. So this is, so whatever the application, whatever the images that we want to make use of, so we will have to add here, and then it will like make that multiple versions, just like for meet our application, like somebody are having HDPI phone, and somebody are having HDPI phone. So that's based on pixeling. Like I'm having OnePlus, so I'm having some of another is HDPI, and some of are having the Realme phones, and some of are having different screen size phone. So based on their screen size and based on their like Android phones and qualities, so that's depend. And based on that there is a differences like a screen size, like somebody are having big, somebody's are having small screen size. So based on all those phones, they are just making that images comfortable to run in all those phones. Okay, so this is what it's a meep map, and whenever we will just add any images, they will convert it to make use of in all where around in Android phones. Okay, and this is the third one, and this is called layout file. Okay, so this is basically called UI. Okay, whatever buttons, text files, and whatever the screens we that's visible to our application or on our phone, like we are using Flipkart. So they are having bunch of things like bunch of UI, like bottom navigation UI and all, a status bar UI, and all are coming up here. We'll have to define here first, then we may use that in our application. So this is what it's look alike. Okay, and UI part, you may visible this is its outer part look alike, and the code part is very similar, written in XML file, XML layout, and this is what it is. So it's considered a bunch of widgets out there to make use all of them. Okay, so this is one called text view. So this is the one example of them, or from all of them. Okay, so if you are having any of the doubts with XML file, let me clear it out. It's pretty much same like HTML, but here whatever the things we are using here, we'll have to define first. Okay, so like this one, let me show you. So this one, so these all are the takes that are situated anywhere in our in resource file Android system. So what we are doing here, when we are just calling XML app, XML tools, so we are just calling all those libraries, packages to use our UI component. Okay, so this is it's sometime it might be holded on tools, sometime it's might be holded on any of our that's they are having some of the schemas in Android, like in Android Studio. So they are having bunch of packages and library out there to make a UI. Okay, so they are having, we are just calling this function, this one, we are just declaring this one to make use all of them. Okay, so this is what it is. And like this very similar to HTML. It's a XML file is very similar to HTML. Whatever like any incoming, like whatever we are defining, we'll have to close that. If you don't close that, it will consider to be as an error. Just like here, if you don't close, that's considered to be an error. Like you can see it, it's an error part. So we'll have to close it, and that's all. There is nothing new like here in XML file. Okay, we'll just have to close it. And these are the classes. Okay, these are the text, these are the predefined functions. Okay, like these all are considered to be used here. Okay, so when like somebody's in the packages of this text view have written this class called text view, and these are the functions that we'll have to use to initiate that class. Just for understanding, I'm saying this. Okay, so this is the text view, and like this is the text, Android text. So whatever text like we want to show in our UI, we'll have to write here, just like Hare Krishna. Hare. Okay, so they are just marking that for like we can make it as a resource. Okay, so we will make no issue. So it will come up here when you look it out. Let me hide this part so that the screen will be visible. So it's showing Hare Krishna. Okay, this is the basic one, just for the starting, and it's showing Hare Krishna. Okay, so we can bring up many of the text file here. Like we want to add some more of the text, then that would be here. And okay, so on today, on tomorrow classes, what we will learn, we will know about this layout type. Like this is a constraint one, and many of the layouts out there. So on the next class, we will learn all those stuff, and we will make use all of them. Okay. So This is the text file. Just for today, I'm doing this. From yesterday, I will just keep going through that why we are doing this. Okay. So just like we are changing here, and like we can, and this one like, okay, so this one called attribute. Okay, so whatever the systems that
Yeah,
providing as
Nitish,
an,
Nitish.
I think you know.
Hello.
Hello.
You hear my voice?
Hi, I'm hearing your voice. Please tell me.
Yeah, actually, I don't want like this. Why? Because we want a code.
Mm, Like this
Hello.
is the this is the first class, so I'm just clearing out like film. I'm just familiar with you with all those stops and ticks. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So you must have to understand that this is first class, this is first demo class. I can't just enter into code right now. If I just
Okay,
enter
okay.
into code, then you will have to join my course. Then we will definitely do a code and we will make an applications. Okay, we will make an application where some like a short span of e-commerce where we can like add data, remove data, and show that data to our and as an application. Okay, so we will do that in our when we join the course, when you join our course. Okay, so this is the demo part that many of the people don't know this, so they must know. So this is the demo part, and what this is what the area where I'll have to define all of the things. So this is the attribute part. Okay, we will use it here to changing our like layout size styles, font styles, colors, and all. So we will use it here. Okay, so this is what it's all about, and like it's a time to run our first application. Let me run our first application so that we'll just get a feel that our application has run. So all we'll have to do here is like here's with an virtual manager, like a virtual phone. So we'll just click here on tap on play and it will open, and then this application will like run out there and we can watch it out right now. Please give me a second. Okay, so it's look like an application has come. You can check it out, Hare Krishna and text view. Okay, so it's called emulator, or in short span we can also just say like a virtual phone. Okay, just for the begging. So this is what for today it's enough, I think. And from
Yeah.
tomorrow, I will just go through building our project e-commerce, and those who are interested can join me, and I will just teach you live using Zoom, and that would be every session will be practical. So whatever the things I'm doing, you will have to do, and you will like understand. This is a new technique that we are like I'm approaching. Nobody in I think in industry are teaching just live on based on practical approach. So all just they are providing you recordings and all, where you will have to just watch it and like whatever they are just serving to you, you'll have to get that. If you can't get that, they then don't help you. They just don't provide. They just provide you a recording. Okay. So, but in my case, I'm providing you a live session, and this is the demo part. This is the first class demo part. Later on, we will do a e-commerce application when you join my course, and then like you will just have to go with a zero to hero, like just like zero to hero. This is the beginners to intermediate level course where you will learn many of the things to build up such an application, real world application. Okay.
Okay, okay. Nitish, I have doubt. May I ask that question?
Yeah, you may ask, please.
Don't you have a previous video record section?
This is the demo section that I can provide it to you. Okay.
Yeah,
And
okay.
later
Demo.
on, like when you come and join my course, then when you miss that class, then on that case I will provide you that recording. And
So Nitish, I understand Nitish, what are you saying? But actually, my officer leaving sometimes 10, sometimes 11. I can't say proper time when I
Okay, so this is what our application has come up, and this is the first demo class where we just deployed our first application. Let me show you once again. So this is our application that we built just right now. And on this course, like we are having three types of courses. That's from beginner to intermediate level. The second one, beginner to intermediate advanced level, and the third one, like beginner to advanced level course. Okay, the first one consists with like we will build an e-commerce application. Okay, where we will like define our whatever the text, like having a cart, like adding that parts, removing that parts. Okay, so we will build on our first basic level course, on first course. On second course, we will enhance that part, like in e-commerce application with real world use cases. And on the third one courses, that's of we will just broadcast that part to within backend, connect all those parts with backend. Like we will build complete real world application. Okay, and we will deploy it on Play Store also on the third one. Okay, so the course fees are very nominal. That's 13K, 13,000, 25,000, and 65,000. So those who are interested can join me. I will teach live with myself, Nitish. I will teach live on practical approach. So I'm begging those who are watching this video and those who are watching this recordings, they will definitely join. It's a very good tech to learn. If you're having a knowledge of Android development, then you must get a 40 to 50,000 salary in India minimum on joining time. So you must have a knowledge of Android development in your portfolio. Okay. So thank you very much to assisting with me on my class, and I hope you all will join me for my next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Say Hare Krishna all. It will heal your minds and you will start feeling happy. So just say Hare Krishna when you are free or when you are in depression or in tension. So you can say just Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna with me. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for assisting in my class. Like being in my class. थोड़ा थोड़ा गलत मैं बोल देता हूँ यार, ऐसा मतलब हूँ नहीं मैं, ठीक है, गलत मैं बोल देता हूँ तो दिल पे ना लिया करो. Thank you.